Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jason Gregerson and this video is going to be introduction to Panopto and Huskycast. So the company Panopto has two main features here. It has a recording tool that we can use to record a webcam and screencast. It also has some hosting services, and they'll customize those hosting services to your university. And so the one at Michigan Tech is called Huskycast. So Panopto is the recorder, Huskycast is the hosting service. So to get started, we're going to navigate to huskycast.hosted.panopto.com. That is huskycast.hosted.panopto.com. So the first time you're going to go there, you're going to log in with your Michigan Tech credentials, and that'll bring you to this page right here. To get started, you're going to click on the Download Panopto button here to link to download the software. Download and go through that installation process, or you could go to Create here, and if you go to record a new session, the first time you do that, it will prompt you to download Panopto, right? So I've already done the download process, so now I'm going to go to Open Panopto Recorder to open this tool up. All right, here's my Panopto recording tool. All right, so what are the key features of this recording tool? One, I got a primary source over here to the top left, and I can choose what that's going to be. In this case, I've chosen to be my webcam. I can choose audio, change the quality, do all those kind of standard recording features here. Below that, I have a secondary source where I could choose to integrate with a PowerPoint or show my main screen. Now you see I have a main, second, and third. That's because I have three monitors hooked up to my system, right? Most people just have a main screen. But if I want to see what that looks like, I'll just click on this Enable Screen Capture Preview, and there's my third monitor over there, and you can see it's desktop. So if you want to record your webcam, if you want to record your screen, all those are features of Panopto. Now where's it going to record to? Well, I go up here and go to folder, and so the default is going to store this to the cloud on Huskycast. So where on Huskycast? If I hit the little drop down, I can choose where I want to load my content. I'm usually either going to drop it into a My folder, or I can create a new folder there, or I can actually integrate it with a specific Canvas course. So that's the location. We'll choose some sort of location there. After that, we got a name that we can choose here. There are a couple things you can do in settings, so feel free to kind of navigate through and read through these things. They're all relatively standard setting type of things. You can choose default directories and default folders on Huskycast as well. But when we go back to that recording, after we're all set up, we're going to hit the giant red record button, and then we'll start our recording. Now, once you've created a recording, we're going to close this guy and we're going to navigate back to the main home page here. If I want to, once I close that recording, I stop that recording, it's going to process that video and load it to the cloud here. To access it, I'm going to come to my folder for my content. And once again, if I went to create, I could create a new folder to help organize and put content in specific folders. I've already done that when I've created my quick recordings folder. And so now I can see a video that I would have created earlier. Now, what can I do with this video once it's been created? Well, I have some tools here. The first thing I might want to do is edit that video. So if I go to edit, we will see the type of editing I can do in Huskycast. It's pretty limited. I can trim content, so I could put some splits. If I made a mistake somewhere in the middle, I could, in theory, cut it out. I can also trim the beginning and I can trim the end. But that's pretty much it as far as editing. I don't have the ability to put in fades or mess with the audio. I only have pretty basic editing tools in Panopto. I do have one important feature though that I can add to my video, and that is quizzes. So I can come in here and add a quiz mid-video, and that's a pretty useful tool. And in fact, this actually integrates with Canvas, so that might be a nice option as well. So those are my basic editing tools you can play around in here. If I go back to that main screen, what else might want to do here? Well, I might want to go to settings. And if I go to settings, there's all kinds of different features I can do. I can modify my share settings. So if I click share, it will show me the link that I could distribute to share my file, or if I click on embed, it's going to give me the embed code if I want to use this video somewhere else. And it also has some privacy settings. So if I come here, I can choose who has access to watch my video. Could be someone at Michigan Tech. It could be public on the web. So I can adjust my privacy settings there as well. The last thing I want to point out is outputs here. So if I go to outputs, right, I will see the recordings that I have in here. So here's my video recording right here. And I could go ahead and download this podcast to download an MP4 file of the video. That's also kind of a nice feature. If I do want to do some editing, I can do my recording in Panopto. I could download the MP4 file. I could then load it into some other editing tool. If I want, I could also download the MP4 file from here and load it to YouTube if I wanted to do some other things there. So being able to download the MP4 is actually a pretty nice feature. All right. So far in this video, we've seen how to navigate to huskycast.hosted.panopto.com, download the Panopto software, make basic recordings, load them here to the cloud, do some basic editing on how to share that product. And that is going to wrap up this introduction to Panopto and Huskycast. Thank you.